Here's model 1969, back from the lab up in Maryland at SMS. And I'll go through these shots and tell you which ones were resisted and which ones weren't. I had 30 caliber M2 AP, which is the RF3 level 4 thread under the 07 standard. First crown shot was here and here. This was the second crown shot. The crown of the plate, right along the center line here on a single curved plate, is the most vulnerable spot. It's the weakest spot on a ceramic armor plate. 25% of the shots during the certification initial type test have to be on the crown. That's why we're focused, laser focused on the crown. Shot 1 was resisted. Shot 2 was resisted with no pass-throughs. We then came up here and shot it with M80A1. This was resisted. Shot it again with M80A1. This one was also successfully resisted. Okay, so we had 4 passing shots. 2 of the shots were the 30 caliber M2 AP, which is the RF3 threat. You only, for certification or to meet the 07 standard under the RF3 protection category, you only have to resist 1 shot of 30 caliber M2 AP. So we have 2 shots here, and we have 2 shots of M80A1 on top of that, and all 4 of those were successfully stopped in the plate. I'll show you the back in a minute. We came up here with 2 shots of M993 at the very end of the test. The plate was already weakened with these 2 30 caliber M2A crown shots. Both of these went through the plate. Those tungsten core rounds defeated the plate at the end of the test. So here we have the M993, and you can see the jackets kind of hung up in here. Those 2 plates going through, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 stopped. That was the result of the test up at SMS in Maryland. Just wanted to share that with you. I'll tear the plate apart now. We'll just take a look at the crack arresters and the adhesives. Okay, so what I want to do now is take a look at the crack arresters and the adhesives, and I want to make sure that we're still tracking with the latest and greatest and we don't have any surprises. So this is model 1969. The first thing I want to show you is the front of the plate, because you don't see any ceramic fragmentation. Okay, this is nice because you don't get any ceramic ejecting off the strike face when it's shot with any of these 6 projectiles. Completely contained. I mean, you might have a little tiny bit of dust that kind of shoots out from these holes here when it's hit, but very little ceramic spall or fragmentation, and it really looks good. So I'm going to peel the cover off. We can clearly see already that the crack arresting layer worked very well. These shots in here were pretty close together. This was 2 3/4 inches. That was 3, 3, 3. Okay, and those are good. 2 crown shots here with 30 caliber M2 AP, and this is our crack arrestor. So we'll pull this off. We're going to pull this off and see what the ceramic looks like. This is your crack arresting plate here. And you can see right down through the crack there what has become of this previously wonderful plate. But it is, I'm going to try to keep it flat. It is pulverized. Now some of this here's one of the cores right here. But some of what you see here is on the back side of the crack arrestor. It doesn't mean that this is missing. It just means that it's still stuck to the back side of the crack arrestor right here. You can see it all right here. It looks like the plate did its job. There's what's left. This is an aluminum plate, so it's not as hard as the tungsten core on the M993, so it is susceptible to tungsten core ammunition at the end of a test, especially because you've already weakened the crown. So this is the result of the test at SMS July 2025.